Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today we saw an episode of the new Frasier reboot and man oh man was it terrible. But what we're hoping isn't going to be terrible is Hera playing as the Malians in blue, taking on MbL playing as the Mongols in red. Now all the players heard their herdables explore their immediate surroundings with all units available to them and try to go up to Feudal Age as fast as possible. Let's take a look at the wrinkly elephant butts we'll be watching today. Now, the Malians are a civilization classified as infantry, but man, oh man, are they so much more. To start with, yes, of course, units produced in Malian barracks do come with free progressive pierce armor boosts, starting in Feudal Age all the way up to a free +3 pierce armor boost, which might be problematic for our Mongol player. And their unique unit is the Gebetto, and quick infantry unit with a pretty strong ranged melee attack, terrible HP, and 0 base armor of any kind. But beyond their infantry is where the Malians get pretty damn cool. Their cavalry can be upgraded to get a massive +5 attack boost, which is amazing because even though the Malians don't get hussars or paladins with this upgrade, their cavaliers actually come with a higher attack than paladins, and their light cavalry and their heavy camel units are some of the strongest in the game, which again, very interested to see the battle of potentially, let's say, the battle of the light cavalry. Now, if instead you choose to go the archer route, you will have plenty of wood to do so, since all Malian buildings are 15% cheaper in terms of wood cost, with the exception of farms. Now, in order to help the Malians build their military as fast as possible, their gold miners do drop off 10% more gold, their universities work almost twice as fast, and their economy is much harder to raid because they can upgrade their town centers to fire 8 arrows when not garrisoned. 8 arrows when not garrisoned, and 18 when fully garrisoned, compared to the usual 10 when fully garrisoned. Immediately due east, we've got MbL playing as the Mongols in red, an incredibly fast cavalry-centric civilization. Their scout line units come with extra line of sight, their cav archers fire faster, their light cav, their hussars, their steppe lancers all come with extra HP, and their unique unit needs no introduction. Although, as I say that, I'm about to introduce it, the Mangadai. This is a fast-firing, quick cavalry archer unit with an attack bonus against siege. Now, to help keep pace, keep track, and basically keep up with their incredibly fast army on the field of battle, the Mongols can upgrade all of their siege units to move 50% faster, which, if you haven't seen that, I hope we get to see it. It is absolutely hilarious. They move like little bumper cars. Now, to help support their military endeavors out on the map, Mongol hunters do work faster, and their houses can actually be upgraded so they don't lose population space if they get destroyed. Those are the two civilizations, two amazing, very, very powerful players. I'm already noticing that the wood lines on this map are incredibly far. Look at this. Holy moly. Forget for a second the positioning of the gold, the stone, the elephants, and all manner of zoo creatures. Look at how far the wood lines are for MbL. Wow, this is incredible. Is Hera suffering from the same? Yes, he is. Holy moly. I mean, if both players take their forward wood line, which for MbL, it kind of is taking his, let's call it semi-forward wood line, and Hera takes his forward wood line, they're basically halfway to each other. Wow, Arabia spawning more and more bizarre patterns. Let's take a look at the resources as both players hit 18 villagers. It looks like our Malian will be going up on 19, whereas our Mongol has chosen to go up on 18 villagers. Primary gold for Hera, nice and in the back. Primary stone in the back as well. So both primary resources in the back. Additional gold out in the forward position. Additional stone in the back. Does have a relic being guarded by these wild camels. MbL, primary gold, very, very much in the forward position, although not super exposed with these 3 amazingly close forests. They're far from his town center, but they are close to one another, which means exactly one structure to rule them all, and in the darkness, although it may, in this case, in the light, to bind them into one massive wall off, at least in the beginning stages of the game. Primary stone also in the forward position, but again, an easy wall off here to the south. This one tree, luckily for MbL, anchoring that forest in the edge of Terra Incognita. Additional gold in the front, additional gold up top, and where is his additional stone? Nice and safe in the back. It looks like both players have a bunch of forests in the backwards position. Hera as well. MbL also has a relic. Hera, has he discovered where his opponent is? No, he has not. Has gone north in the initial stages. Looked like he went immediately north, pivoted to the 1 o'clock position, and now realizes, okay, if he's not there, then there's only one place he can be, as his Malian militia, which in minute 33 seconds will have an extra pierce armor added to it, are now finding the mill. There we go. And Hera has discovered where his opponent is. So a little bit of a boost with the pierce armor. Not only does it help you in the later stages of the game, especially against a civ like the Mongols, which, by the way, have penetrated the Malian base with the exact same army composition as the Malian has penetrated the Mongols. But not only does it help in the later stages of the game when you can start getting out some of those very, very fun Malian units, infantry units, I should say, especially against archer civilizations, but in the early stages of the game as well, because now all of a sudden this militia is going to have extra pierce armor, means he can last a little bit longer underneath the town center. Let's keep an eye on this militia and see this armor jump up in 1 second. There we go, 1+1 after 1+0. Hera not getting much done. It looks like our Mongol actually managed to get one villager. Who got the kill here? We'll have seen it in picture. Who is the hero militia? Whose club is covered in blood? It is the one to the north. As they now continue to move around, not really going to get much done aside from that one villager. I can't imagine. And one spearman, one militia do lie on the ground. Okay, spearman needs to escape. Maybe these villagers can help out. No, he's going for the town center. No idle time for this guy. Oh, but the town center fire means that this guy can dodge it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, what will a spearman with so little HP actually do at the end of the day? But it's an extra unit you can use to scout with. Especially you can send him out on the map. Let's take a look at the players of map vision, by the way. Red, decent amount of scouting. Blue, we saw he went north and east and south on a very unexpected journey. Did Hera go? And he's not concerned at all. Look at this. There is zero attempt to deal with these units right now. His archers are inside the archery range. He's training one. He's got one. He is not perturbed by the presence of 3 army supply well within the parameters, the perimeter of his base. Not parameters. Oh, Lord. They're going to be annoying. They're going to have to be dealt with. But now that archers are out, dealing with them is going to be pretty simple. Hera going up to a 3rd archer as well. Population's identical. Red with a bigger army moving forward with his ranged units. We'll see what he can get done. Some of these farms are pretty damn exposed here to the front, at least from this nook and this angle. Over here, obviously, the town center can get at them. Hera chooses, this is the moment I need to deal with this army. As weak as it is, as ineffective as it is, I mean, I say ineffective, they did again manage to get one villager kill. The only economic kill in the game just at this moment. They are kind of ineffective. It's still annoying to have enemy units inside your base, seeing what you're doing. If Hera wants to hide any kind of information from his opponent, that is no longer possible. Splits up his archers, not bad. This unit is basically dead. This unit is basically dead. Let's zoom out so we can watch the double whammy here. Okay, scout using its mobility, but will get cut off. Oh, Hera not paying attention. Oh man, this scout being so annoying. Okay, now we should die. There we go. So Hera picks off the scout, but now there's a few skirmishers attacking a house. I thought at least he would pivot to attack some of these villagers here to the south. Has MbL seen the wall off over here? Yeah, he's seen the wall off here. Now the good news for both players, even though the forests are pretty far from the town center, they are very thick and juicy forests. There's not a very thin forest anywhere, so jacking lumber is a pretty safe endeavor on this map. Oh, this villager's gotta get relocated, right? MbL also, I mean, these forests are pretty thick. Okay, never mind this one. Even now, I don't think Hera would be able to reach his villagers. Not that Hera is able to put on any kind of aggression at the moment. He is firmly in defense mode. 34 villagers apiece. Army count, again, identical, although the better army here for MbL with 4 skirmishers against 4 archers. And a random archer mixed in as well, but the 4th skirmisher isn't here. Where is the 4th skirmisher? Probably back home inside a archery range somewhere. Archers go inside, adding a few arrows to the town center. So this farm, I mean, he's still... Oh, what is he doing? Is he chopping, what are they, stragglers? Right underneath MbL's nose? How is MbL not noticing this? He's attacking a farm. He's attacking 3 farms. Fair enough. Both players just kind of idling their aggression at the moment. I mean, this is not really this is not really aggression to speak of, because they're both heading up to castle, and it is this time our Malian who heads up first, about 15 seconds ahead of his opponent on the exact same villager count, continuing to get archery upgrades, or rather I should say ranged upgrades. We'll see if that's for units, if that's for structures, if that is for what. Picks off the archer. He knows he's got a stable as well. So now that the archer is dead, 1 scout should be able to wreck 3 of these skirmishers. 4 maybe not, if he adds in the archers to support. 4 might be a little problematic for 1 scout. Oh, but Hera risking it for the biscuit as he moves forward here. Oh, there's more skirmishers moving. MbL, why is he not taking a fight? There's a lot of flat grounds. There's a bit of high ground up here that he could have definitely taken. And now he's dealing with 7 Malian archers. But 7 Malian archers against 6 Mongol skirmishers. Both players taking pot shots at each other. Both players losing individual units here and there. But the gold intensive units here are being lost for Hera, not for our Mongol. Trash versus gold is never, ever a good thing. And now a 4th archer falls, and Hera's 7 archer force whittles down to only 3 a second. Town center for our Mongol in the back of his base. Hera next to the T-shaped stone pile to the south, next to the forest to the north. Okay, not terrible. I like these locations for Hera. Expanding north and south. I like this location for MbL as well. I mean, one thing I didn't point out is look at how annoying the positioning of this pile of stone is. My goodness. How are you supposed to mine that? That is very annoying. Whereas Hera's base is all flat ground. So he's got a lot of places where he can plop down town centers. That being said, we're in castle. Cav archers, knights. Yes, let's see it. The armies are starting to get stronger. The units are starting to get cooler. And the micro is starting to get more intense. Again, economy-wise, both players on the same. I love these kinds of little villages of animals on the map. But the lion springs into action. Screw you, scout. I'm going straight for the knight. And Hera's going to try to take on Mongol cav archers with feudal age archers. We all know how that's going to end for him. Let's see how many units he manages to take. Wow, MbL loses 2 cav archers. Okay. Ostrich doesn't know what the hell to do. I did not expect him to lose. I thought maybe 1. I thought for sure 0 versus the archers. But then when the knight came along, he's got 2 kills. I thought just 1. I mean, killed the lion already. It's being so annoying. I love this game so much. It's so funny to watch these things happen as the knight continues to scout. Let's see what he discovers. Hasn't seen any part of the wall off. Man, scouting with a knight must be like trying to find your way in a dark room without any light on. Their line of sight is terrible. The lion loses interest. The knight reaches way too far ahead. MbL is housed. MbL is housed. How many times have I said that during a game with MbL that he has housed a 4th town center rather? Going up for our Malian, a 3rd already. A beautiful location for MbL. Stone. Oh my god, stone. Gold. Wood. Couple of spots for farms. Put the Mongols inside the base. Remember, these guys fire 25% faster. They are attacking at 1.6. Evacuation in progress here. I mean, MbL is going to see all 4 town centers. He's going to know his opponent is going full on economy mode right now. Although you kind of should know that by the lack of resistance that he meets. And he's going to lose a cav archer as well. Yeah, he loses a cav archer here, the monk. The monk just barely escapes, but the cav archer gets converted and dies. In any event, that's still a 2-unit swing. And they miss because right now the upgrades are not the greatest for MbL. +2, +1. And the monk. This has to be a different monk. Nope. Does not manage to get the convert. A couple of cav archers keeping Hera's eyeballs peeled to the north. Cav archers in the center. Hera's knight still looks... No, where's the knight? There he is. Oh my god, he killed a different lion. After all that the lion here chased him, he actually killed a different one. And look at Hera. Look at Hera parking himself. What was it? What's it called in Counter-Strike? Camping. When you have a sniper rifle and you just wait. You just kind of wait. Cav archers in the center. Cav archers to the north. Cav archers to the east, but none of them are getting any kind of critical damage done. The last thing you want to do is let your Malian opponent get up to Imperial. The last thing you want to do is let them get Farimba, which will add +5 to all of their cavalry units and have to deal with that nonsense. The Mongols have pretty okay melee units. I'm not really sure they're really a melee civilization. Okay. 2 converted cav archers, though, is pretty damn good. But again, MbL. He's here. Now he's in, again, 3 different locations. Upgrades still +2/+1. Finally getting husbandry. But is he getting any critical damage done? Hera is just going full steam ahead. He's 14 villagers ahead. Still has his units camped out to the north. MbL sending more and more cav archers. I mean, Hera sees this. I don't know what to make of this gameplay out of MbL because, number one, you're revealing to your opponent all of the units that you have, and you usually do another conversion. And usually you want to do that if you want to take a battle. Like, I don't care if you... Oh my god, 3 monks die. 1, 2, 3. Like dominoes, they fall. A 4th one has to escape into the town center, lest he join and be the last domino to fall. Palisade is down, which means that the cav archers are yet again inside the base. But a quick Viper-style wall off here means that there's nowhere they can really go that's not going to get attacked by a town center or a monk. But as oh my god, another conversion, another kill, and a Malian castle being plopped right dead center in the middle of Hera's base. He's going elite skirmishers. Anyway, I'm going to finish my point. If you're going to reveal to your opponent that you have this big army, and honestly, 22 army supply, 24 cav archers is a pretty big army at the 29-minute mark of the game in Middle Castle Age. Ah, look at that fantastic micro out of Hera. He traps all the cav archers. What an absolute slaughter. But he finds perhaps a little bit too late, but he finds a nook here, does MbL, after losing so many cav archers. What a beautifully placed market there for Hera. Oh my goodness, I cannot finish my point. My point is, if you're going to reveal the entirety of your army, your whole shebang, if you're going to whip it out all in one go, then you better attack with it. Otherwise, you're just showing your opponent what your poker hand, and then your opponent can know whether to fold, to call, to raise, to bluff, to do whatever the hell. He survives the attack of the onslaught only to be convinced by the waving hands of the monk to join the Malian army. Hera still camped out to the north of the Mongol base, but to the south he's coming under attack. And this again is not critical damage. MbL is not getting enough done, I don't think, with these units. 7 villager kills is nice. I should say 6 because this is the first one was earlier on in the game. It's nice. You're ahead 8 kills. That's good. Monk is gonna die, but it's not critical damage. Your opponent is now ahead 11 villagers and is now out on the map. I don't think MbL got... No, he saw this. How did he see this? With what? The monk? I guess he started the castle before the monk bit the dust there. But MbL is just being very, very cocky right now. He's saying, I don't know what you're building because your base is a mystery to me. I penetrated it several times, but I have no current vision of what you're building. I don't care if you know what I'm building because I'm going full on cav archer. Good luck to you, Mr. Malian. Imperial on the menu for our Mongol. But again, I just don't know that I agree with this kind of gameplay, this strategy, as opposed to having saved up your units and attacking, running in right now with, what did he have, 24 cav archers into here, or positioning them here. This wood line would get decimated. Instead, he's doing little tiny attacks here. The skirmishers are getting a lot done. Malian skirmishers for the win, I guess. 5 kills so far. Lion lies dead on the floor as well. And look at how cocky MbL is. He is adding in step lancers. Upgrades non-existent. Just 1 armor upgrade. But our Malian, Hera is heading up very soon, it looks like, to Imperial as well, as he cleans up the last of the cav archers at the back of his base. Again, a big question mark for me as to what is the overall strategy here. Because cav archers, you got to think that the strategy is raiding, quick, darting in and out. Okay, looks like the scout did bite the dust, but now the knight. Who wins this? The knight? Yeah, of course the knight. Did he expect to did he expect to win that? So they're backing out of here? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Will the knight see it? Look at that. The knight doesn't see anything. MbL, though, you might want to get the hell out of here. Okay, never mind. He's going to bring the cav archers to finish the knight off. No, no, he's not. They're on patrol. Get the hell out of here, MbL's monk. But anyway, you'd expect with an army primarily of cav archers that it's going to do a lot of darting, a lot of mobility, maneuvering in and out. My lemon bushes have not been taken in their entirety. But look at our Mongol. Look at our Mongol. 3 siege workshops pumping out units. It looked like he was getting siege engineers for a while, but now look at the number of upgrades. Thumb ring, capped ram, bracer, chemistry, Parthian tactics. Our Mongol is building an army that is going to be very hard for our Malian to stop. I mean, again, the extra pierce armor comes on infantry units, and he's got 1 barracks, which is about to fall. But look at the number of stables. Oh my god, oh my god. 45 seconds away. What's the over-under on Hera getting Farimba? 7 stables. He's secured his base to the north, to the center, to the east. He is expanded as far back to the edge of the map as he possibly could. Our Mongol is spending his energy, his effort into getting houses. And it looks like the cav archers, did they finally get the... We'll see if they got the knight, or if the knight deleted or got converted, or what the hell happened with that knight. Another castle here for our Malian. But these are now capped rams. Chemistry is going to be done in a second, which means everything almost that MbL has is just got a little bit more powerful. 3 step lancers, a random skirmisher. Where are you? Okay, you're here still from the Dark Age. MbL might want to... Okay, I was going to say might want to add some archery ranges in the forward position. Hera has managed to collect 2 relics. They are very exposed here to the front, it looks like. There it is. There it is. Farimba +5 on their camels. Heavy camels at that. Not too sure about the light cav upgrade. I mean, they're lightning fast. They'll be able to catch up, but I think the camels actually catch up to the cav archers too. Should be 1.6 to 1.54 piles. So technically the camels are pretty damn good at catching up. But look at this. Look at our Mongol just absolutely embracing the Malian in a warm hug of death. He's here to the north. He's here to the southeast. Hera pumping out individual scouts, but the wallop is already up. Uh-oh, rams are exposed. But we all know what my opinions about camels are, although Malian heavy camels that attack on... Okay, still missing the last attack upgrade. Still missing iron casting, so they are at a 13 as opposed to a 14. But what the hell do you do against... Oh, I guess you hope that happens, that your opponent hits his own siege ram. What the hell do you do against siege rams? It looks like drills was research. Tell me it's not hilarious how fast these units move right now. Okay, first shot there by the Mangonel. Absolutely terrible. Hera attacking the rams, not realizing that he's attacking into a castle. What are we working with here? 27 cav archers, 14 camels. Now camels, their armor is not great at all. Treb spawning at the worst location. Oh god, why did it spawn over there? But Treb doesn't really matter when you've got 2 siege rams. This is an army Hera cannot engage into. I mean, the Mangonel, the reason I'm assuming... Oh my god, now he's even getting heavy cav archers. I think the second Hera sees this, he's gonna know he's got to add in a lot more skirmishers. And he's going for it. Why are you going for it? Why are you going for it? This is not good. This is not good for our Malian. Although he's managing to get a good number of cav archers, the problem is he's just, again, his army count has just been spent. Looks like he's attacking here with a few light cav as siege rams. The Treb gone. Light cav, 4 kills. Probably one of those is the Treb. And now our Mongol is here with those destructive siege units of theirs. And I'm assuming the reason he's not upgrading the Mangonel is, number 1, why waste the resources? Number 2, there's not that many skirmishers left. Although Hera going up to 20 skirmishers, is it too little too late? I'm surprised he's MbL's letting this monastery stay up. Oh, looks like the Steppe Lancer is going to manage to wreck another gold pile. Hera's resources are starting to dwindle. I mean, he's got 760 gold, but that's not that much. Yeah. Oh my god. Losing control of this gold patch here, losing the castle over here, and now the ram. I mean, oh, let me know what you think. Ram on the high ground with a half of its HP, literally half of its HP, versus a Treb versus 5 light cav. So who wins this? Let me know in the comments below what you think. I think the ram takes this. Probably what? 2 volleys? 65 a piece? Plus the initial attack? Maybe 3 volleys? No, because it's the high ground, right? I think it'll get 2 volleys off, 2 attacks off before the cavalry units manage to get it. Because again, oh no, you know what? I'm not going to open my big mouth. 14 attack, -3 armor, 17 damage for each one of these. What's 17 times 5? 85? Ooh, so maybe the light cav do take this. This is what I meant in the beginning of the game when I said even though they don't get hussars, look at that attack, 14. It is more powerful than a hussar. And Hera, random skirmisher over here, just unfortunately look at the infrastructure, fantastic for him, but unfortunately, I think, where do we want to trace the GG to? The Middle Castle age? When MbL was just continuing to build military. At the end of the day, he's got more villagers than Hera. Hera here managed to hold for a little bit, but just took a few terrible engagements. I really wonder why he ran into here with his camels. He had such a fantastic camel army. It wasn't fully upgraded at the time. It would be now. He's still got a good amount of resources, not that much gold. Let's take a look at what resources he's got left, because I suspect that's probably one of the biggest reasons we saw a GG out of him. I mean, this stone is no longer mineable. This gold is no longer mineable. So he's got no actual precious resources, at least ones that I can see. Let's see right before he GG'd. 1 villager on gold being this one. Look at her hacking away at the gold. 0 villagers on stone. MbL, 55 villagers on gold, 5 on stone. Literally 6,000% more villagers. 6,000% more villagers, right? Yeah, 6,000, not 600. 600 would be 6 to 1. 6,000% more of an economy on the precious resources. And Hera, we saw him do this. We see him do this a lot. When he's under attack, his instinct, just start raiding back. Just start seeing what kind of damage you can get done. These are not expensive units. He's got a whole bunch of food. He's training 17 light cav at once. And so why the hell not if you can get into these gold lines? I mean, this is undefended. He doesn't know that there's a few cav archers here, but that's undefended. If you can do some damage to your opponent while you hold it home. Unfortunately, he did not hold it home and got no damage done. I mean, 31 villager kills to 11. Look at the kill count. Our Mongol, just from the beginning of the game, was the one putting on the aggression. Even though Hera was here for a little bit, it really was Red that was putting on the aggression. And again, in mid castle, let's say, I would say mid castle is really when the players went their different routes. Hera went up to a massive amount of town centers, going up to quick Imperial Age, or rather quicker Imperial Age, whereas our Mongol kind of did the same thing, but focused primarily on army, which is why he's got 35 fully upgraded heavy cav archers inside the center of Hera's base. And even though he doesn't have any trebs, what the hell do you do against these siege rams that move as fast as an infantry unit? Almost 0.9 tiles per second is just redonkulous. And even though Hera did a fantastic job, ultimately I think he realizes he can't really hold. Light cav 52, cav archers no duh 111, peak APM at the beginning of the game, peak APM right at the end of the game for Hera with his usual 2 to 300. How big of an economy difference? Probably not that big, right? Yeah, look at that. Not big at all. 500 difference in gold, 3 relics to 2. Wood count, identical. Food count, huge advantage for our Malian, but look at the gold count for the Mongol. If you let the Mongols have this much of a gold lead, 6,000 more gold than you, yeah, you're rowing up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Sorry. I don't know how else to say it. If you let, this is not a civilization like the Britons, for example, that, you know, they don't really need that much gold. This is the Mongols with 6,000 gold. They can produce some pretty damn heavy hitting units. Stone count also not, actually, is this enough for a castle? Yes, it is. Okay, so 1 extra castle's worth of stone for Hera, which explains why he's got so many castles strewn about his map. Unfortunately, the one to the southeast for him has fallen. And again, let me know what you think. Who wins this? Assuming the Ram targets the Treb, assuming the Light Cav, 5 of them with Farimba attacking on a 14 are targeting the Ram. Who wins this? Who wins this? Let me know in the comments below. The winner gets, I don't know what the winner gets because I don't know what the answer is. Yeah. That's about as far as I'm willing to go with that analogy or that part of the map. But wow, MbL just puts the pedal to the metal, pumps out a massive army. I could do without the Steppe Lancer. I could do without the Skirmisher. 53 Cav Archers fully upgraded on the queue in production here in front of Hera's base. And Hera's got nothing to take out. Nothing to take out these siege rams. Nothing but armored light cavalry and a few skirmishers. We've got a monk imploring his friends, don't go there, you'll die. Is that his bald head? That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I never noticed that when he's healing or converting or doing whatever he's doing right now. Probably healing, right? There's no red units anywhere that you could see. You can see the chrome dome. Oh, goodness gracious. That's hilarious. I love that. This is why I love this game. Just because there's all these little tiny details, but ultimately MbL with the Mongols, the OP civilization, not a single Mangudai on the field, doesn't need them, just needs these lightning fast 1.4 seconds between attack is ridiculous. The skirmisher should be, what, a 3? Yeah. They fire twice as fast as a skirmisher. Literally twice as fast. Is it any surprise that there's so many of them here, that they've caused so much destruction and have protected the juicy siege units? How many kills on them? 55 is not bad at all. And with those Cav Archers, now heavy Cav Archers, it is MbL, our Mongol in red, who takes the game. But GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.